Solana is worth 271.10 rands per coin, with the current price range being 257.86 to 274.45 and the previous day's closing being 265.76. The difference was 5.34 plus 2.01%. The inverse rate ZAR to Solana price prediction for the near future and month Solana is expected to cost 252 rands on Friday, June 16, with a high of 270 rands and a low of 234 rands. On Monday, June 19, the Solana gauge cost 246 rands, with a high of 263 and a low of 229. Solana is expected to cost 241 rands on Tuesday, June 20. On Wednesday, June 21, the Solana gauge cost 238 rands, with a high of 255 and a low of 221 in a multi-week range. On Thursday, June 22, the cost of Solana is expected to be 112 rands, with a high of 227 rands and a low of 197 rands on Friday, June 23. The Solana gauge cost 193 rands, with a high of 207 rands and a low of 179 rands. Solana is expected to cost 194 rands on Monday, June 26, with a high of 208 rands and a low of 180 rands. On Tuesday, June 27, the Solana gauge cost 177 rands, with a high of 189 rands and a low of 165 rands. Solana cost projections for Wednesday, June 28 range from 178 rands to 190 rands, with a 14-day supply. On Thursday, June 29, the Solana figure cost 162 rands, with a high of 173 rands and a low of 151 rands. On Friday, June 30, the price of Solana is expected to be 166 rands, with a high of 178 rands and a low of 154 rands. In 3 weeks. Solana figure on Monday, July 3, cost 166 rands, high 178, low 154. Solana cast expectation on Tuesday, July 4, cost 172 rands, high 184, low 160. Solana cast expectation on Wednesday, July 5, cost 170 rands, high 182, low 158. Solana price projection on Thursday, July 6, is 165 rands, high 177, low 153. Solana price expectation on Friday, July 7, is 176 rands, high 188, low 164. On Monday, July 10, the cost of Solana is expected to be 174 rands, with a high of 186 rands and a low of 162 rands. On Tuesday, July 11, a Solana figure cost 177 rands, with a high of 189 rands and a low of 165 rands. Solana is expected to cost 185 rands on Wednesday, July 12, with a high of 198 rands and a low of 172 rands in about a month. On Thursday, July 13, the Solana estimated a cost of 187 rands. On Friday, July 14, the cost of Solana is expected to be 188 rands, with a high of 201 rands and a low of 175. On Monday, July 17, Solana estimated a cost of 182 rands, high 195, low 169. Solana value forecast for 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, and 2027. Solana costs are expected to start at 410 rands in June 2023, with an excessive cost of 440 and a low cost of 151, with an intermediate value of cost 292. Solana cost projection for the months and 166% change for June. Solana estimates that the cost for July 2023 will begin at 166 rands, with an excessive cost of 201 and a low cost of 129, with an intermediate value of 159. Solana cost estimate in terms of money months and 139 change in July 16.3%. Solana's cost projection for August 2023 before all other costs is 139 rands, with an excess cost of 147 rands and a low cost of 127 rands. 138 Solana costs conjecture toward the months and 137 change for August 1.4% Solana conjecture for September 2023. Before all else, cost at 137 rands, excessive cost 162 while low cost 137. 147 Solana prices are expected to rise in the coming months, with a 10.2% increase in September. Solana cost forecast for October 2023. Before everything else, cost at 151 rands, excessive cost 152 while low cost 132. They reached at the middle of cost 144. 6% Solana's forecast for November 2023, before all else costs, is 142 rands. Excessive costs are 147 rands. While low costs are 127 rands. 138 Solana cost projections for the months and 137 November 3.5% change. Solana's cost projection for December 2023 was 137 rands at the start, 170 rands at the end, and 151 rands in the middle. Solana costs are expected to rise in the next months, with a 16.1% increase in December. Solana's forecast for January 2024 starts at 159 rands, with a high of 159 and a low of 125. He arrived at the cost midway of 144. Solana costs are expected to rise in the next months, with a 15.7% increase in January. Solana cost projection for February 2024 is 134 rands in the outset, excessive cost 134, and low cost 105. He arrived at the cost of 122 as the midway. Solana price prediction for the months and 113. Change for February 15.7% Solana's forecast for WAC 2024 starts at 113 rands, goes up to 120 rands, and goes down to 104 rands. He arrived at the cost middle point of $112. Solana cost figure for the months and 112% change for spring. Solana cost projection for April 2024 began at 112 rands, increased to 135 rands, and arrived at the midpoint of cost 121. Solana cost amount by month and 126 change in April 12.5% Solana's number for May 2024 begins with an excessive cost of